and it's Divine Mother and Divine Christ Child. So that's in the picture. Kiki's here, and this is my first live transmission in a while that I'm doing on my own because I want to be told to do this more often because the energies that are coming in are very powerful. So what we will be doing today is a meditation, and if you're joining me live, then you'll get the stream, energies as they stream in, and we'll be going on a meditative activation, kind of merging with these energies to best access them in this very powerful time frame in which we're in. So, if you don't know me, I'm Elizabeth Monroy, and I am the author of, I have my books with me here, The Infinite Human, an Ascension Guide. So a lot of what I'm talking about and we're doing today, if you don't understand it, it's in my book, The Infinite Human. It's available on Amazon, or you can get a PDF on my website. Okay, good. So I've got someone here, I think. Yeah, Indigo, beautiful painting. Okay, great. I'm so glad you're here. This is my first time doing this, so bear with me. I finally have time to do it, and I need to do this so much. But if you've been following me, I've been traveling all around the planet, literally. I'm back home in Sicily, but I've been all around the U.S. doing a book tour, and then in the Yucatan, scouting out New Earth communities. And I had Christmas with Sasha Stone and met some other shakers and movers who are buying up land and creating communities. And that's one of the things that's definitely on my agenda to do, as part of my job, my soul mission. So that's going to happen later. But now that I'm home, I've written my book, and my next phase now is to connect more, via social media, and then to start working with people. And we're having a Sacred Sicily pilgrimage, and we've got the right people, small right people who are going to create a major shift in the grid lines here, freeing up the divine feminine. And we're in the magic triangle, so that's going to be amazing. And then after that, I'm going to start doing it more for public. So anyway, this is the first time I'm doing this live, and I haven't ever scheduled a live one because, my life's been so crazy. I didn't know if I could show up. So today I'm here and I'm showing up for you guys, and it's recorded. So if you're catching me on the rebound, fine. But one of the things I'm going to do is take you on a meditation to help you activate more of your DNA strands, so you can be more of the infinite human you were meant to be. All right. So let's see. I got in here early because I wasn't sure if I could do it. So it's 5 o'clock now. Of course, I'm on Rome time. So this is, in the States, Eastern Standard Time. I think it's like 7 hours earlier. So, we got the time discrepancies, but I'm kind of thinking about doing this on a Sunday. And right now I'll just do these so you can ask questions in the chat, and then probably move something onto a Zoom where we can do more networking and interacting. So part of my soul mission is breaking up the old paradigm. So I'm not here as a guru or a spiritual teacher or someone to tell you what to do, but I am here as a conduit to help activate, to help empower you, and to help you connect more profoundly with your 12 strands of crystalline DNA, so you can be the multidimensional infinite human you are, to remember who you are, and to remember your soul mission. Because for me, it's amazing when I work with people and they actually step into their soul mission, because that means they're a go-to person, because we're co-creating a new planet, a new Earth, the 5D Earth that we fell from, but we're co-creating it. And it's going to be even different. So it's an exciting time because we all get to be powerful, equal, people serving the law of one, serving the oneness of all things. There's no real pecking order. There's no real hierarchy, although there are higher aspects of ourselves, which we'll be working with too. So, and then we all get to give our uniqueness to this planet, our unique um, gifts and talents, and benefit from that. So that's part of my job. I've been described as a kind of a spider woman, who helps network people and their dreams, a dream catcher who helps people to access their visions and their dreams and put everyone together. So we are the foundation, the puzzle pieces, the divine puzzle pieces of this new earth. So while we're waiting, just for a minute before we start the meditation, um, for those who listen to this later, this is my book, The Infinite Human, which is really helpful in a guide in these times that we're now in. And this is kind of a earlier book that is good for healing, for people who are going through healing crisis, for you to understand that healing is physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, and you have to purge and cleanse and evolve and alchemize, transmute all four of your natures: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And I wrote it with my husband, my twin soul, Peter Monroy, who was an OBGYN doctor, a medical doctor. And now this one is really going to come into play, I think, because it's Mer World. And what it is it's really a metaphorical, and this is for those that identify with the Aquiline bloodlines, and the whales, the mermaids, the aquatic beings of the higher God source worlds, and something I identify with very much. And it's kind of it's a healing journey for us to divine feminine to clear our trauma, because we've been traumatized so much, the divine feminine. And it's really the story of the rise and fall, the fall of the divine feminine, and blending the masculine and the feminine into a herogamic union. And it's a romance novel, so it's spicy, it's very erotic, I will say, but in the sense of, it talks about the true sacred sexual alchemical union of making love with a twin soul, and the struggle that we've had with it. So it's a romance novel, but a evolved romance novel, so it helps to heal the sexual misery programming that we have all been given. So this is a real powerful one. And then I have some children's books, but those will come later. So okay, so let's go ahead now that we're getting in here. And like I said, if you like this, like it, share it, and we'll see if you benefit. I'll do more of them, okay, if you like them. So just take a minute now to just take a nice deep breath, breathing in, I am, and exhaling peace. And feel yourself just relaxing wherever you are. If you can, if you're driving, don't do it. But, if you can, just shut down and find a comfortable spot where you can breathe deeply, breathing in, I am, and exhaling peace again. And just feel your body just adjusting into this deeper, more relaxed, tranquil, healing state. Breathing in, I am, and exhaling love, 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 and feel the warmth of that just bathing your heart. You're opening your heart chakra, your cosmic heart. Again, breathing in, I am, and exhaling love, 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 and just let your body relax all the way from your head down your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your midsection, your buttocks. Feel it just melting into the chair that so lovingly supports you, or the bed. Your legs, just feel them undoing, unwinding. All the muscles, all the fibers in your calves, your feet, your toes, and your arms, and feel the energy, the stress just dripping, dripping, dripping out of your fingers, out of your toes, as you relax deeper and deeper and deeper into a beautiful, peaceful, magical, powerful, powerful spot. Keep your breath going, breathing in AM and exhaling. Letting yourself sink deeper and deeper and deeper. And feeling this healing energy circulating around your body as you feel this wonderful space of love, deep, deep self love, forgiveness, acceptance, and love. Breathing in, I am. And exhaling love in the chambers of your deepest heart of hearts. And feel the beautiful rhythmic beat of your heart, syncopating, moving in harmony with the cosmos. And as it beats out each rhythmic pulse in harmony with the cosmic heartbeat of the universe, of the multiverse, feel it pulsating, that healing, rhythmic frequency of love throughout every cell, every fiber, every membrane of your body. And feel yourself slipping down, 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 down into the center of our earth, into the Nomi waves, into the halls of Amente. And now we're embarking on a cosmic hero's journey through time, catapulting through the rings, the wormholes, through the portals of time, back in time, back to the future, to a time on our planet, and a time in vast, vast, vast historical times, back to a time on Tara, back to a time when all was peaceful and harmonious, when the guardians of the universe walked in their crystal 12-stranded light bodies. They were created by the holiest of holy, the highest of high, non-corporeal beings, who created them as the guardians of the multiverse, of the protectors of our time vector, our time matrix. And when you can feel that, look around at the pristine, beautiful vegetation, the crystalline structures, the crystalline water, the butterfly birds and animals of all kinds of Pegasus, unicorns, cat people, all the intergalactic exchange that went on in this beautiful, beautiful time frame. And now I want you to go even deeper, 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 deeper into a past, a distant past that is just a memory away of you as a non-corporeal entity of great power, of great immenseness, a galaxy in and of yourself, connected to your other monadic family structures. You were so perfectly pulsating in complete harmony, yet distinctly unique in your own rhythm, in your own frequency, in your own vibration. You were connected on such a vast level through the cosmic glue of love, of purpose, of the law of one. And you have this expansive freedom of creative expression. But then something happened, and there was a huge schism, a huge disconnect, a huge explosion in your cradle of civilization in Lyra, where you felt the disconnect from other family members, from other monadic structures, as the 12th gate that connected us in this time vector, in this multiverse, to our source was exploded, was severed, was disconnected. And this was the beginning of the great fall of this universe. And we were fed upon by other parallel universes. And we began to war and fight to preserve the integrity of the crystalline structures, of the divine technology. And you were part of this. You were drawn into this trauma. You were part of this experience, but it was all part of a learning, growing experience, even the falling. Even the fallen angelics, you were all part of this, playing different roles in this vast, vast drama that has been going on for billions upon billions of years. Until at last, the final and most devastating explosion occurred on Tara, when Tara exploded and was pulled through a dark black hole into the fallen HU harmonic universe. The Milky Way was severed out from Andromeda, and we have been living this drama in this fallen universe for millions upon millions of years. But now, oh great ones, your time has at last come. The halls of Amenti have been activated. The fail-safe program has been implemented, and we are on a direct course home, 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 home to our five-dimensional Tara before the fall, before the explosion, before we were severed from our mother universe. We are returning home, and that is the portal out back to God's source, back to our non-vast corporeal state, back to our true star families, our monadic structures, and back to source. And we are picking up speed each day. And right now, great ones, you have chosen to come back in time to this very time we are now in, to be the change, to take part in this beautiful story of resurrection, of rebirth, of returning back home. It is the hero's journey where we are returning back to the God source worlds, back to our family, back to our true mother, father, God, back to source. And it is a beautiful time, but not a time that is always easy. It is not a time that is without challenges, without roller coaster emotions as we break through the false timelines, as we break through our bondage, as we free ourselves from eons upon eons, years upon years, millions upon billions of years of being held prisoner in artificial timelines, in artificial implants and software programs of victims, playing victimizers, of being held into a finite prison, of not knowing the greatness and the immense, powerful infiniteness of your true selves. So it is now time to remember, 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 and reconnect. Reconnect those lost DNA strands. Reconnect your 6 strands to your 10 and 12 strands. Reconnect your 7th, 8th, and 9th strands so that you are a whole, holy Kristalla being. And I want you to now go deep within your heart and feel this beautiful Triskelion tri-wave spinning clockwise within your heart, spinning out and purifying and clearing all the AI attachments that have anchored themselves into your body, creating black, gooey disconnection, disconnecting your fire codes, reversing them, disconnecting your braided strands of DNA, disconnecting and blocking the flow of your rainbow plasma energy moving through your body. And feel that tri-wave growing. As I want you to feel and open yourself to heal the crystal waves as I now activate them and send them out to you. So let them just reverberate through your hara line, your central core, activating your DNA, activating your pineal gland, activating your pink, beautiful lotus that is budding at the top of your very 12th strand of DNA, the very top of your head, above your head. And just sit with that frequency, grounding it into wherever you are, feeling it moving from your hara line down into the center of the earth and back up, out into the center of the universe in Andromeda. And now feel beautiful blue flame of the Mother Arc pulsating through your body, the frequency of a beautiful blue, flashing, pulsating light moving through your physical body, pulsating, flashing, pulsating, flashing. And now feel a beautiful amethyst flame moving through your body, again pulsating, flashing, pulsating, flashing, clearing out all the AI implants. And once again, feel a beautiful gold flame. Shh, Kiki, pulsating, flashing, pulsating, flashing, pulsating, flashing through your body as the Kunda rays of light and sound move through you, clearing out the space so you can now access much more of the great, immense, multidimensional, infinite human being that you are during this spring period of springing into your soul mission, springing into your new life, springing into your true, authentic, infinite self. And when you're ready, take a deep breath and come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. And I hope this meditation, wherever you are, whenever you hear this, It's not time sensitive, will help you during this amazing time that we are now in because there's so much going on. Okay. So there's so much going on right now. And we are the co-creators of a new earth, and everyone is having different soul missions. And that's part of what I'm beginning to do is help you remember why you're here because it's so exciting. And a lot of us, okay, and I just want to answer any questions if you have them. So Indigo, thank you so much for joining 1111. So I'm just looking at your thing about permaculture. And yes, um, when I was down in the Yucatan, it was amazing because there were so many communities forming down there where people would, you can still get land down there and they buy jungle land with oceans, and bringing all the four elements together. I was doing a lot of reconnecting that place, which was Atlantis, and during the golden age to the timelines of 5D before the fall. And there are communities going up there that are amazing because they're leaving, not like what we did in America, they trash everything and put up these little cardboard houses, but they're asking, they have the ancient wisdom of the Mayans, and they're asking the Deva spirits, where should we build this? Where should we build that? And it goes even beyond permaculture because you're actually working using the law of one and working in harmony with the Deva spirits of the land, with the cosmic, the cosmos of the stars and the sun, when you should plant, when you should reap, when you should come together. And these communities all have like a central area. Where they have a Tamaska where they can come to purge, which is so key in their little Mayan ancient sweat lodge, and then they have a gathering place in a tapala, or a structure that's open because everything can be open there, where everyone can come together in ceremonies. They have a cacao ceremony, or we did some women's circles, or all kinds of things, and then everyone has their own spaces, like hidden away in jungles, and they have fruit trees just growing where people can just pick fruit and a mango, papaya, whatever they want right there because it grows all year round. So, and then they honor the different elements, fire, wind, water. So I see those kinds of communities popping up. But okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So everything's on my website, infinitehuman.com. And I'm just starting to do some coaching now, some soul mission readings, and I'll be doing some workshops more. And then here in the physical, I'm taking people around and we're activating different areas in the grids. We're going to be working with the volcanic energy of the Mount Etna here and some of the ancient, actually, mystery schools from Atlantis. So we'll be doing a lot of that too. But I see the new earth communities on the horizon. They're coming. And in my book, I wrote a lot about the co-creating the new earth, and creating communities. And those are key. And those are going to be places of multiversities, of learning, of exchange, of intergalactic exchange, of commerce, of creating a whole new, they'll be pioneering vanguard communities where people can come and visit and regenerate, bioregenesis themselves, start to reverse the aging process and everything. But I also see right now, and this is something new, I didn't expect it, but it is now available because the artificial prison matrix has been dismantled. The timelines have been taken down. The head of the serpent has been removed, and the timelines have been removed, which is removing the artificial geometrical patterns. And I'll say Ireland Clark's doing some really good work with that. Ashiana Dean, Lisa Renee, they have charts and graphs, and they talk a lot about, so that what the false flower of life, which is really the daisy of death, and the false Kabbalah, all those are architectural, geometric, mathematical structures that are finite that keep us in prison, and those are being dismantled. We're in a photonic belt right now, which is why we had to wait for an ascension cycle. This next, the galactic year, which is which is like 28,600 year cycle, to come around, so we would be in the photonic belt, so the frequencies would be high enough to activate the halls of Aminte to create the high enough frequencies. So that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing off the chart frequencies. So the thing is, though, because it feels so strange to us, especially those that are feeling it, we are the vanguards. We are going to be the new co-healers, supporting people, not healing them, but supporting them in their own healing process. And these communities are going to be these centers where people can come for bioregenesis and for upgrading their DNA. And we are also collapsing the timelines as we just get out and live, as we get out and live life. I know we have gone through a period, and in my book, it was very outspoken during the pandemic. I was extremely, self-righteous, I would say, because it was time. We needed to balance out the tyrannical control that was taking over the planet. But now, and I'm in the magic triangle. This is not an Illuminati sign. This is a sign of fifth dimensional ascension above duality. Okay, so that's the highest spiritual meaning of this. So the true pyramid is not the Illuminati pyramid that was hijacked. The true pyramid is a rising above duality. So now we have to go in as understanding the dark, understanding the light, and then bringing them together to come back to unity, consciousness, to oneness, to the law of one. And that's part of what we're doing just by holding these higher frequencies and moving out into the world. And as we see how the fallen angelics have hijacked these symbols and these powerful um, um, spiritual energies and symbols, we need to alchemize them back to their true form. And it's no coincidence that today is Palm Sunday, which is the way in which, and we're going to go back to the true Christ is the crystalline structure, a silicon-based 12-strand DNA, which we are. We are the angelics. We have wings. We are the ones not praying to the fallen angelics. They cut off our wings. They cut off our DNA, and then they usurped it, and they placed themselves up as the gods, as the archangels, as the God Almighty Father, and cut out the divine feminine. And that is unbalanced. That is incorrect. That was hijacked. So now we're recreating it. So as we go into this Easter week, what I would like you to see is cleansing and clearing the way, by the Palm Sundays, laying the palm down for the true Kristalla energy. And you've already been activated in that because I did the Ka Ra Ya Sa Ta La, which is Kristalla, trifold waves spreading out. And then we're going to just completely in that we are going to resurrect ourselves. We do no longer need to crucify the inner Christ within, which is the false ascension matrix, because we do not have to crucify ourselves anymore. No, we do not have to be victimized or be our victimizers. We don't have to play that software program anymore. All right, so I hope that helps. I'm getting off here. Okay, so all right. I think that I said a lot. I said a mouthful. If there's anything else, if you are picking this up on a later transmission, then please let me know if you liked it. Make a comment, and if you did, I'll do more of them. But if I'm going to show up, people want to show up. If not, I'll just do the spontaneous ones that I usually do when I'm out and about. But I wanted to do a meditation today because I think this could help you clear some space when you're having those dark nights of the souls, which a lot of people are having because you're purging stuff. Things are coming out now as the energies increase, and they will just keep increasing. So it might help to just remember how great you are. Sometimes we feel alone. Sometimes we wonder, well, where are we going as these things fall away? These are your false identities. These are finite containers that cannot hold your infiniteness. If you're identifying too much as a wife, as a mother, as Mr. or as Mrs. this or Doctor that, or an old woman or a young girl or a sexy this or or this or your job. if you're identifying or as an American or an Italian or a Mexican or a Russian or rich or poor, those are finite containers, and you are buying into the 3D matrix of artificial timelines. And so it's going to take you down. It's going to lower your frequency. So what you want to do when that happens is remember that you signed up to be here. You traveled through time and space to be here at this moment because and to remember your infinite self. And then you also need to remember that you are part of a monadic family, a divine star family, and they are there for you all the time. And I want to say one more thing about twin souls, because I know it's a huge thing, especially with women, because we feel that loss. It is the greatest emptiness to not feel, you're always wanting to have that masculine counterpart or feminine counterpart. And that is all there for the hergamic union within you, because you all have twin souls. Everyone has a twin soul because you're both masculine and feminine, and that was part of the fall. That was part of the splitting apart. That was part of as Tara, especially with Tara, when it fell and it became our it became our solar system. So it was huge, and it was just splattered. It was fragmented, and so we feel that fragmentation also with our twin souls. But part of the ascension is coming back together. So we have been fragmented throughout time, and we have actually been incarnating in the wrong time frame on purpose. It was created that way so we would not come together, because as we come together in the physical, if you come together with your twin soul in the physical, you hold such a powerful frequency, because you are, both of you, holding that same high frequency, and you're walking around in bodies that are emanating that frequency. And that's what our job is here right now, as Orpheans, as starseeds, as light workers, as awakening ones, as we are walking on the planet. We need to be back in our bodies. Okay. Many of us, like I said before, have been out of our bodies because it's been so painful. We've been addicted to things that have taken us out of our bodies: drugs, alcohol, food, whatever, just looking outside of ourselves. And now it's our divine technology is coming back online, and we need to connect to that are the path has been cleared. And the meditation I gave you is to help you connect with your true star family, your monadic self, because they're there to help you. You can get downloads directly from them. They will tell you what to do each and every moment of your day. And your twin soul too. If you're not in the physical with them, or even if you are, there's a higher aspect of him or her that you can communicate with. So you need to start making your communications from the higher God source worlds, the higher frequencies, and not the parallel, artificial timeline frequencies. Then you can come together and hold that higher frequency. And again, we have like a triangle. So you'll be connecting. And that's what I do with my twin soul. We connect. We're one. We move as one. And I have 2 Facebook accounts, Elizabeth and Peter. No coincidence, because we're moving as one on this planet, and I'm holding the frequency for both of us now in a hergamic union. So that is important, just to know that as you ascend, as you turn inward, as you activate your divine technology, as you do this meditation that I gave you, as you do more meditations, you will be guided. That is the reality. This is the dream. That is the reality. And you're going to bring that reality, or the dream world, into this reality. You're connecting them. All right. That's what your job is now. So you need to just know there's help and go inward whenever you need help. If you're having trouble getting something done in the physical, ask for help. If you're feeling like, oh, you're getting into the victimizing software. All right. Like, oh, I'm so alone. Nobody helps me. Nobody loves me. I think I'll eat worms. Or I can't do this. The government's going to screw me over. I won't have money. I don't have money. The electricity, everything costs so much. That's victimizer programming. You're buying into artificial, illusionary realities, timelines. They're not real. So you need to go higher. You need to tune inward, and you need to ask for help. You need to ask your monadic self. You need to ask your higher selves, because there's many of you. You need to ask God source, go to source and say, I need help with this. I need help to get this thing done. It's important. It's part of my soul mission. I need help. All right. I hope that helps you. And I think I'll just sign off right now. Nightmares last night. Okay, so yeah, okay. Thanks for sharing that. Hi, thanks for coming on. Let me just talk to that because that's why I'm doing this live right now so I can uh, deal with you. Okay, nightmares. Okay, that's good though, in the sense that you're remembering it, because the more you are activating all of your strands of DNA, okay, because we had our, our seventh, eighth, and ninth cut off. So we have like a higher self and our lower self. So that part of us that dreams, that part of ourselves that astral projects, that part of ourselves that has the power, in the other realms and our other bodies, because we have many bodies, is coming back online. So that's good. You have dreams. That's good, because many people, and I've gone through phases where, I have to really work to remember my dreams. So it's good that you remember your dreams. Now, the next step is, if you can, if you wake up with a nightmare, you want to go get up, get a glass of water, go to the bathroom, just calm yourself down, get yourself, calm, and then go back into the moment if you can, breathing, relaxing, of that fear that you felt in the nightmare, whatever. Let's say it's a huge, giant, monstrous robot being that's about to eat you. Okay, when you get that feeling of, oh my God, it's going to kill me, then what you do is you change it. And you change it, as you're awake. And you change it, and the robot is just like a little toy, and it's not big and black, it's purple, and then it has little wings, and instead of being dark, it's like beautiful, pastel hues, plasma hues of purple, whatever colors, pink, white, light colors. It's beautiful day, sunshiny. You change the tone. You change you're the writer of it. You're the writer of your dreams. You're the film director. So you cast it differently. You put different, casts and characters in your dream. It's your dream, and then eventually you'll get to the point where you can wake up in your dreams and you can shift them right there in your dream. So you won't have to go through that. But if you shift that just by visualizing it different, you will shift your life, your daily life. You will shift from victim to, victor. You will see things change in your life. So that's good. That's good that you are aware of that, because that you can do a lot of powerful work now. All right. So anybody else that has any questions, because that's why I wanted to do a live one. I've got my glasses so I can read them now. All right, good. Oh, will you go back to Florence? Ian. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, hi, how are you? Thanks for joining, Kendra. Hi, thank you, thank you. Ian, yes, you know what? I'm planning on going back to Florence in October. I'm getting that I'm supposed to be there in October, and I'm going to do some tours, some of the esoteric Renaissance walking tour, and I'm going to do, I think, just start out with a week this time of working with creating visionaries for the new consciousness renaissance, for people that are that are helping them to solidify their soul mission, and also help them work together. I do want to get my film school started again, but I'm getting that I need to go really, really slow. But I'd like to have at least maybe 1 month a year where I bring students, probably younger ones too, but any age, any age. I've had students from 16 to 60, so it doesn't matter, age doesn't matter. But where they can come for a month, and where they can, begin to clear out themselves, and start writing their own inner story of victory, rewriting their life story, and then dovetail with the other people so that we learn how to co-create together, and to create a film short, in that month period, where they bring their highest essence together and work together with other people. And it would be kind of a film, like performance art event type thing in Florence, because Florence is great for that. And part of the job we're going to be doing in Florence is correcting the Renaissance, because the Renaissance was a huge, huge, huge thing, but we got off track with it, especially with the sacred geometric patterns, and a lot of the alchemical principles were co-opted by by black sorcery and black magic and good old Toth. He got his hand in there, and I was key in it. So I know my story in Florence is not done because I had a very, very key role in the Renaissance, and I was hijacked, co-opted like so many of us. So we've got to go back. What we'll be doing, and I'll be doing, I'm getting that I'm supposed to be doing some trips around the planet, maybe even a cruise, some stuff in Yucatan, but we'll be going back to the future. We'll be going back to these sacred spots in the grid work where they were co-opted. So we'll be going back, correcting the trauma, correcting the where we got off track through traumas. What gets us always off track, Oh no, like what we had during the pandemic, oh my God, and so we'll be healing that, correcting that in the grid system, in ourselves internally, and then getting back on track, back to the future, to the correct future. So that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm just, and I'm sharing with you guys because, you guys will start kind of feeling this too. And I want you to know you're not crazy. I've been doing infinite human coaching with people. And one of the most important things I do is to say, you're not crazy. If you're starting to feel these things, if you're starting to have these memories, you're coming back online. It's part of reconnecting with your infinite God self. And you start having what nightmares or past life memories or future memories or seeing things or hearing things or knowing things. And you're starting also to see how screwed up the planet is and how you perhaps had a part with that. And the most important thing you do is forgive yourself. It was all part of the drama, all part of the story. It's like watching a film. There's always good and bad. There's, heroes and villains. And, we all played both. So don't be so hard on yourself. Be glad that you're starting to see the darkness in the world around you and inside yourself. That's the first step of the hero's journey. And that's what I do on any of my workshops, like in Sicily, in Florence, in the Yucatan. We'll do some healing, bioregenesis, and then online. I'm going to bring it online for those that can't travel. So good. All right. Thank you so much. Way back and forwards. I think I said that. So, all right, guys. I think that wraps things up. Love you, love you, love you, love you. And ciao for now. All right. And share this video if it's helped you. All right. I think it could help others. All right. I'm going to end now. Bye.